Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So the crypto market's still looking fairly positive. Everything seems to be in the green, albeit by not that much. This seems to be a trend over the last few days now, but we're slowly seeing the market cap for the entire crypto space slowly creeping up there, 253.3 billion now, and Bitcoin dominance slowly going downward at 66.8 billion. XRP trading just over 30 cents, and guys, when you bring the chart up, you can see this trend continuing to move upward. Not a lot of movement, but we're hovering within this demand zone, within this level of support. And 30 cents really is the one to break. Once we break that significantly, we will see some upward momentum moving up towards the 40, let's call it anywhere between here and here, 38 to 50. Okay, 38 to 50 cents. But first we need to break 32. So realistically, once we get out of the 30s, once we see a healthy movement out of there, we will see higher highs, obviously, and 50 cents is that next top that we need to break. Boy, it seems like forever that we've just been in this pattern. This was last swell, guys, if you can imagine this. Last swell, and then we saw downward momentum for XRP, bringing us all the way back down to where we began by December 16th, 2018. Saw another little pump, and then again, right back down. Maybe we'll see some movement during swell. Maybe we'll hear some kind of great announcement that will bring the XRP community joy. More speculators will buy up XRP, and the price could rise from there. I'm really excited to see what our friends in the XRP community have to report over the next couple of days. I saw this on Twitter. XRP Crypto Wolf brings us this news from Hong Kong. Hong Kong Security and Futures Commission will issue rules and license cryptocurrency exchanges in the country today, November 6th. So this from the Block, what is it from? Yes, the Block, Crypto.com. Hong Kong Security Watchdog issues regulatory framework to license crypto exchanges. And so again, KYC regulation, all the guidance that they need in order for cryptocurrency exchange and utilization to run smoothly in Hong Kong. And so we're seeing more and more countries issuing this regulatory framework as the months go on. It seems as though 2019 was the year of regulatory framework. I've said in the past now that transition year between 2017 2018 was ramping up, and then 2019 is becoming that year where people are starting to take cryptocurrencies a lot more seriously than they were. Obviously, in a spec market, it's hard for serious people to take something like cryptocurrencies seriously when, they're going up thousands of percentage points. Anybody who is used to trading or in finance or what have you will just look at that and be like, well, I can't take this seriously. This is all speculative. How can we actually be serious about this? Nevertheless, 2019 has proven to be different for cryptocurrencies in general. Ripple also helping that along with their mandate, with their MO, with their compliance with regulators. Guys, so I will link this in the description if you want to read further. Again, just another country licensing cryptocurrencies. I saw this as well from you today. XRP to be added to Ternio's Visa BlockCard for easy spending. So guys, more good news for XRP fans is here. While Ripple is expanding its network of partners that run on Xcurrent and on-demand liquidity, XRP also gets adopted by a new payments app. This time it's Ternio. They've announced that XRP is going to be added to their BlockCard later this week. In this tweet here linked in this article from Ternio itself, stating just that, XRP to be listed on BlockCard for spending in the real world. The news was announced on the official Ternio Twitter page on November 4th. Previously, You Today reported that Ternio has partnered with Buybox and the Litecoin Foundation to launch the LTC BlockCard, and it also lists some other cryptocurrencies that Ternio is integrated with as well. So guys, big news here. XRP is now an accepted currency as reported here by Ternio. So who's got their block cards? Does anybody have one of these things? Please let me know in the description. I want to know where you live and how you can get one. Personally, I don't think I'm eligible to get one of these. Nevertheless, I'd like to get something like this or something similar. If anybody knows other credit or debit card options for cryptocurrency, that'd be interesting too to know. Please do let me know in the description. Sorry, not the description, in the comments is what I meant to say. Or on Twitter. I'm always monitoring my Twitter too. This as well, Ripple partners MoneyGram RIA to power Walmart's money transfer service. This came out yesterday, and guys, Walmart is ginormous. American multinational retail corporation Walmart has announced that it would be partnering with with Ripple partners MoneyGram and Ria to power its Walmart to World money transfer service across its 4,700 stores. So they've partnered with MoneyGram and Ria, both Ripple partners, for their cross-border payments service Walmart to World. So according to Walmart's press release, the retail giant estimates that customers utilizing the Walmart to World service have saved an estimated of $1 billion in total costs over the last 5 years, according to Wilbert Nerona, Vice President of Financial Services for Walmart United States. The partnership with Ria is simply the next step on its journey to enable customers to have more choice when transferring money around the world. And Alex Holmes, Chief Executive Officer at MoneyGram, added, MoneyGram and Walmart have worked closely together over 2 decades. We believe that our leading brand and competitive foreign exchange rates will help drive the future success of the marketplace. Well, yes, those competitive rates will definitely have an effect, especially when you can use XRP through every single corridor that you do business in, because we know fractions of pennies is really hard to beat. And I was just thinking about this when I was reading this article, the fact that, Walmart is all about squeezing every single penny of profit, and wherever they can cut costs. I mean, this is not always a good thing for the consumer, but wherever they can cut costs, they will. And so why wouldn't they go with Ripple technology, where they can leverage XRP as that backbone currency at fractions of pennies? And again, it's so efficient to utilize in this space. This is a perfect marriage for Walmart, and so I'm interested to see how this scales down the road. And not only that, guys, we also got this. Ripple reveals new partnership to enable smart contract capability for the XRP Ledger. Now, are we venturing in Ethereum territory? We know Ethereum was built for smart contracts specifically. And this is why we don't talk a lot about Ethereum on this channel. There is no real direct competition with XRP. They aren't really similar in many ways. I mean, the extent that I talk about Ethereum is that they are number 2 on CoinMarketCap by market capitalization. And over the last year or so, we've seen at times XRP usurp Ethereum for that number 2 spot. Nevertheless, Ethereum not really discussed much on this channel, but that could change. So Ripple's fundraising and development arm Spring is investing in Flare Networks, okay guys? A move the company says will enable smart contract capability for the XRP Ledger. The company reveals its latest investment in a new press release highlighting Flare Networks' push to utilize the Ethereum virtual machine to allow both public and private networks to integrate smart contracts. So Flare's native token will be an algorithm stablecoin created in part by burning XRP, and payments for a contract can be made and received in XRP via Interledger, which will be integrated with Flare. So the contracts, part of that process will have to do with burning XRP, so utilizing XRP on the ILP, burning those XRP for every contract that is created, or for rather every transaction that is made, thus giving XRP more utilizability. I don't know if that's a word, but XRP will be used as part of this, thus burning more XRP, thus creating less XRP in the ecosystem, and thus making the XRP that continues to exist more valuable. So Flare will also use the XRP address and encryption system to provide XRP users with a virtually seamless way of interacting with smart contracts on the Flare network. Boy, is Vitalik going to be pissed. Or does this step on toes? I mean, I don't really know too much about this. Only a handful of cryptocurrencies will succeed, and for various specific reasons. Bitcoin, obviously the first one, name recognition, the most expensive, at least right now it is, and people will use it for digital gold or a store of value. And they always say Ethereum for smart contracts and XRP for the internet of value. Those are the top 3, at least that I hear people talk about with regards to useful positions in the world of cryptocurrency utilization. Now, if XRP has this thing going on with the Spring Initiative and the Flare network to start integrating XRP with smart contracts, could that step on Ethereum's toes? I don't really know. It sounds like it will, and it kind of almost reminds me of when you know, Netflix got into movies, right? All these movie companies, these big studios were kind of the be all end all. And then this software company came in and they started creating programming. And now look what's happening, guys. The studios are not taking any risks. They continue to pump out the same superhero movie again and again. Okay, and I know for all you superhero movie fans, you're going to argue me on that. Nevertheless, the point I'm trying to make is they're not taking any more risks. It's blockbusters or bust. And now because of that, other software companies like Apple, like Google, are now getting into the game and they are now creating content. Amazon as well. I don't want to leave them off the list. They are also creating content because they see how profitable this is for Netflix, although Netflix technically is in debt, but they see the market there. And so now more software companies, big tech, is coming into the space. And so this has caused companies like Disney to react by buying up Fox's library. They bought Miramax a few years ago to really expand their catalog so that they can release Disney Plus, and that's happening soon. That may actually have already been released. I'm not sure on the date, but just another example of how this can snowball. And yes, guys, it is a snowball effect. Could XRP cause more disruption than we even know? And guys, in order for XRP to really function efficiently, we have to remember that the price needs to be high for that to occur, guys. This is from Kevin Cage. Gotta love Kevin Cage. He's another YouTuber in the XRP community, and he posted this on Twitter. And this from just a little document here from, it looks like T+0 created this PDF and posted it online. Really interesting stuff in here, but he highlights this point. With subsidies acting as a kickstart for XRP usage, once a decent amount of payments is being bridged through XRP, things will start to snowball. So some of the top points here he makes is initial market makers have taken the first and early rewards. New market makers will be attracted entering the space, which creates more XRP demand. With increased network effects and increased payment volumes, XRP necessarily needs to substantially rise in price to be able to bridge the higher dollar amounts. Okay, guys, and we haven't just heard it here. We've heard this as well from David Schwartz. XRP needs to be a certain price in order to bridge those huge dollar amounts once the ecosystem gets up and rolling. Okay, so this goes part and parcel with this here. If the Spring Initiative does indeed begin using XRP for smart contracts within this Flare project, could that mean another use case that wasn't even on our radar that could really make the price of XRP moon down the road? That's what I'm thinking, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.